Silent, calculating and powerful, they are the creatures nightmares are made of. Today we dive into the world of snakes, where every movement is lethal and every second could be your last. And among them, one name strikes terror into hearts more than any other: the king cobra. Snakes have slithered across this earth for over 100 million years. That means they were here before the dinosaurs vanished and have since outlived countless other species. There are over 3,000 kinds of snakes today, but each has a unique role. They're more than just predators. They are silent regulators of nature, keeping populations in balance by feeding on rodents, insects, and sometimes even each other. Brief pause. But it's their methods that make them both fascinating and utterly terrifying. And then there is the cobra, a name that echoes with menace. Among cobras, one rules them all: the king cobra. Unlike other snakes, the king cobra doesn't just strike with venom. It watches, calculates, and seems to almost understand its opponent's every move. At lengths of up to 18 feet, it's the longest venomous snake in the world. Now here's a horrifying thought. A single bite from a king cobra carries enough venom to kill 20 people, and yet it's selective. It doesn't waste its venom, it only strikes with precision and purpose. Now let's talk about that venom. It's not just any poison. King cobra venom is a neurotoxin, attacking the nervous system with ruthless efficiency. Within minutes, it can paralyze its prey, shutting down muscles one by one. The heartbeat slows, the lungs stop, and within hours the victim slips away, often unaware of how close they were to death. Pause for effect. But not all snakes are deadly to humans. Some, like the garter snake, are harmless, and yet, as humans, we remain entranced by the ones that pose the greatest threat. It's an ancient, primal fear, the knowledge that we are not the ultimate hunters. Let's take a look at some stranger facts that make these creatures even more chilling. Snakes can survive without food for months, sometimes even a year. They slow their metabolism to levels so low they are almost in a state of hibernation, waiting patiently for the next meal to slither by. Some cobras are known to spit their venom. They aim directly at their target's eyes, causing excruciating pain and sometimes blindness. Imagine a creature that can not only kill with a bite, but can also aim and spray its weapon with deadly accuracy. Snakes have no eyelids, they never blink, they just stare, unblinking and unfeeling. And while we sleep, they remain, always watching, always waiting. Finally, cobras, particularly the king cobra, can recognize their handlers. It's said that some cobras will refrain from biting familiar faces, yet strike at strangers without a second thought. A chilling reminder that these creatures are more aware than we often imagine. Snakes, and especially cobras, have been feared and revered in cultures around the world. In Hinduism, the cobra is considered sacred. In ancient Egypt, cobras were symbols of royalty and power. Cleopatra herself was said to have chosen a snake bite as her death, a symbol of power even in her final moments. Even in the modern world, there are those who believe that cobras possess supernatural powers. They are said to guard ancient temples, cursed treasures, and to serve as guardians to the mysteries of the earth. Why then do snakes and cobras terrify us so? Is it their silence, their stealth, their deadly precision, or is it something deeper, a primal fear that reminds us perhaps that nature always has its predators, silent, lethal, eternal? The snake is a reminder that there are forces older and darker than we care to admit. Beware the creatures that crawl in silence, for in their eyes we are all prey.